Hello everyone, my name is ChanceTPL and welcome back to the TheRebornFox channel. Today, we're going to be talking about and learning Cookierun Braverse, the latest and greatest trading card game to come out of the scene. Now, don't let the naming looks fool you. This game is one of the most complicated and hard to master games out there, will also be one of the easiest to sink your teeth into. The game revolves around, wouldn't you guess it, playing with and battling cookies in a fast-paced one-on-one match to see who comes out on top. Based off of the massively successful mobile game Cookierun Kingdom, and the game before it, Braverse hits you in the head with cookies left, right, and center. The main objective? To kill your opponent's cookies until their break area reaches 10. Disclaimer. Currently, there are no decks released outside of Korea. However, the English release is slated to be at the end of February and the start of March. Between there. So, be on the lookout. Currently, there are 5 starter decks for each of the 5 main colors. Those being Terrabomb for the green, Sparkio for the yellow, Sunkissed for the red, Mermondo for the purple, and Hazlia for the blue. Each deck plays a little differently from each other, blue being focused on drawing cards and having giant HP, whereas purple's main goal is trashing your cards and making it so you have no cookies to play. But in general, the 2 main ways to win are this. Either make your opponent have no cookies, or make their break area hit 10 or higher. To start the game, both players will take their decks. Let's just take these 2 right here as an example. To start the game, both players will shuffle their decks and flip a coin to see who goes first. You can also roll a dice if you'd like, and that works as well. Whatever you fancy, as long as you decide who plays first fairly. After declaring who goes first, players will draw 6 cards to see who goes first. There are 6 main stages for play in Cookierun. Those being the break area, where cookies go where they die, right here. The support area, where cards are placed for mana. The battle area, where you put your cookies and use them for attacks. The trash area, right here, where you send cookies that either discards or flipped, or otherwise anything that doesn't die from combat. And the stage area, where you play your stage cards, right here. Note. You can mulligan for free, but after you've done that, you can no longer roll again, so you're stuck with what you got. After cards are drawn, each player will place a cookie face down in the battle area facing each other, and flip them at the same time. Effects will happen, and you will place your HP cards underneath your cookie. Now the HP cards in Cookierun work differently than most other card games. Right? In that you take however much HP your card says, in this case it's 2, right? And put that many cards from the top of your deck and put them face down in direct order underneath your cookie. Like this. After that, you can commence the game. The first turn, the player who goes first cannot attack or draw cards, but they may use abilities from any card that they may have. In this case, I don't have any abilities. However, if I had something like a ninja cookie, for instance, I can, on reveal, if my break area is 6 or more, select up to 1 enemy cookie and deal 1 damage to it. I could do that, theoretically, if some way I had 6 break area. Don't know how I'd have that on turn 1, but, you know, that is what it is. After player 1 is done with their turn, like this, player 2 can go. Now, I will change my color and go over to green here. Draw 6, right? And this would have been played. Now I go. Player 2 draws 2 cards. I can now play their mana for turn. Player 2 can put any card in the support area, attack, and do as they wish. Now, support cards work as mana in Cookierun, and any card in your deck can be used for mana, and it counts for 1. Each card in your deck counts for 1 mana. But be careful what you use, because you never know what you may need in the future. After a cookie dies from combat, let's say this cheerful cookie were to deal 3 damage, right, to this princess cookie. It would go in the break area. Now, once it takes damage, you would flip. Spring onion cookie, no flips. And the pistachio cookie, if you flip, you can discard a card and give +1 HP to the card that it's attached to. So in this case, you would discard this card and give this +1 HP. Both of these would go to the trash area because they didn't die from combat. Since Princess Cookie did die from combat, however, in this scenario, right, it would go to the break area. Once you have no cookies on the field, you have to play a cookie. Otherwise, you lose the game. So going back to red here, we see that we do indeed have a cookie. Whenever a cookie dies, you are able to place another cookie down. Whether you have 2 or 1. And you can only have a max of 2 cookies per turn. So once this comes on the battlefield, you would play 2. And here you go. On reveal, I don't have 6, so I can't do anything. If, by some chance, this gets to 10, let's say right here, boom, I lose the game. Or, let's say this, I have 8, let's just say I have 6, right? And this cheerful cookie kills my princess cookie. I also lose the game if this isn't a draw flip and with a cookie, because I have no cookies in hand. I can't play any. That about sums up the basic rules for Cookierun Braverse. If you want to try this out for yourself, there are links in the description below for the free tabletop simulator mod, which is what I'm using, as well as links to the Discord where me and other English players are playing right now. There will be a tournament hosted by the owner of the server, LS, in the next week or more, so if you get here close enough, you may be able to play. I hope you enjoy, and remember, never trust a purple player.